Two very important points, dear Shambra. As you go forward into this next year, we're going to give a briefing in our next shout about our predictions for 2009, but two very important points to contemplate, to feel, and to breathe in the rest of this month. Being original and being authentic. Being original means being original. Stop relying on what you've done in the past or what other people have done to create the template for your life. Original means new, never been done before. Original means coming from deep inside of you, your creativity, your uniqueness, your oneness with self. One of the things that Ches and the other angels talk about is how humans are copycats. They copy from each other and they copy from themselves. So they create a road that looks like the road that they had yesterday and the road that they had the day before. And that's the result of copying. The road will always look the same. Tomorrow's road is today's because humans copy. It's safer. It's safer to just copy something. Oh, yes, you might paint it a little bit different color or give it a little bit different name, but you copy. Now, it's not to say everything in your life has to be original, but start putting originality into your life, please. Something that comes from you and only you. Something you say, well, how will I know? Because it feels like you. It feels original. It gives you excitement. Copying diminishes the excitement and enthusiasm of the particular event or creation. That's a mouthful. But it means that when you copy, how can there be this life flowing, expanding energy? You're just copying. You're playing it safe. I'm going to challenge you. You with good lives, you with sucky lives. I'm going to challenge you to be original. Do something original. Does it mean bizarre? Perhaps, but it doesn't have to be. It means coming from you. This is the voice and the energy and the consciousness of your divine. And it wants to play, not games, but it wants to play in life with you. By being original, you're bringing up this elegant, simple energy into your life. Be authentic. Be authentic. The overlays on earth right now have it so it's so hard to even remember what authentic is. It means true to you, true to your feelings. So many of the feelings of humans are whitewashed or buried. You're taught how to say things so it's diluted, so nobody gets offended or angry. You play it safe. But that's not authentic. You know, if you don't like someone, you can tell them that. You really can. If you are tired and you want to leave, you can say that. Now, some of you, this is going to be excruciatingly difficult because most humans are actually people pleasers. It's how they learn about themselves. If other people like me, then I can like myself. When you start getting that authentic, that doesn't mean cruel. You see, right away, the mind slips into this thing, says, well, if I'm authentic, obviously I'm going to piss people off. Actually, not. They're going to respect your authenticity. They're going to respect the voice that is no longer filtered by overlays, by shoulds and shouldn'ts, by the way you have to appropriately state something. They're going to feel that resonance coming from the authentic you. Authenticity is being clear. It's difficult to be clear when you're in human form. Actually, the training right now, the overlays on earth are to be unclear. You realize if you take a look at everything from laws to entertainment and communications, from religion and just about everything else, the intent is to be unclear. No clarity at all. That leaves humans in that kind of numb state, that hypnotic overlay state. Once you start being authentic, people are going to feel that. And they may not like it right away, but it doesn't matter. You're not here to be liked by others, not in the old way you used to do it. Being authentic means speaking your divine, speaking your clarity, your truth. Stop trying to pick and choose the words. Ches is absolutely amazed at how Rebecca continually baffles herself by constantly trying to say the right thing, what is supposedly right. So therefore, the messages, the clarity of her communications are diluted. And when you are diluted in your communications with others, they're going to dilute their communications back to you. And pretty soon, everything sounds like a drone. And you're really not hearing anymore. Everything's like, rah, 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 rah. There's no clarity because there's no authenticity. Be original, be authentic. Now, so core issue. Let's a couple more comments, inputs.
Oh.
Core issues. A big ball of chaos comes in. Some of you it devastates, throws you off bounds, gets you all worried. What's wrong with you? You get very mental. It got you into the brain. But what core issues? 2 of them. Is it affecting right now? David.
Judgment.
Judgment.
And for me, it looks like it's judging others, but it's really me judging myself.
Good. How did you judge yourself?
Harshly.
Harshly. What was the worst?
Very harshly.
What was the worst? I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Please. I told you, expect the unexpected. You're getting it.
Maybe I'll just sit down.
Maybe I'll sit down with you then. How bad can it be? That bad.
That bad, yeah.
That bad. You know how many people you're going to be helping right now?
Well, myself.
True. Rest of them really don't matter, do they? But wouldn't it be nice if you were helping them too?
Yes. Yes.
And you knew we were going to do this.
I forgot.
I didn't.
And self-acceptance is
Yeah, we're dancing now.
okay.
We love you, David. Just say it.
Well, actually, I'm not even sure of your question. At this
David,
moment.
you raised your hand.
I know I did.
What issue did it bring up in you? You said judgment. What was that judgment? What was that you heard? It's really not yours, but you heard it. You felt it. You felt that dagger go straight to you. What was it? I'd rather have you say it than me.
I'd rather have you say it than me. No.
I know.
And of course, the self-judgment, again, played outside me. I was judging everything and everyone around me, but I knew that I was judging myself and I wasn't accepting myself. And I really wasn't accepting my mind and brain. I was beating myself up for being stupid. More?
Let's cut to the chase.
Okay.
Let's cut to the chase.
I wasn't loving myself.
Yeah. It's a nice way to say it.
I was doubting myself.
It's a fancy way to say it.
Not accepting myself.
chicken way to say it.
Yeah. I didn't like myself.
Getting closer.
I hated myself.
Yeah, that's probably it. But why? Why?
I'm not sure.
Man. A lie. A lie. Feeling that you're a liar, you're a phony, you're perhaps manipulative, and it's all false. That was what I perceived when you went to the core. That is tough. That is tough. And it leads to hatred of self. It leads to lack of love, obviously. When you feel it's all been a lie, all been a joke, all been a game. And then you get into all the side stories. I could have done it better. I should have done it this way. I wished I'd have done it that way. But when you get to that point, it's all a big lie. Then what's real? But thank you.
Thank you.
Truly, thank you.
Thank you.
And it was for everyone. And if I could really put a laser focus on it, and not all of you experience this, but a lot of you did, and it cuts right to the core. Particularly when, as I expressed for David, when you get to some of the core and you feel that you've been living a lie, which you kind of have been, kind of. Not a deliberate lie, you never set out to do that, but if you're still asleep, you're then living a lie. That's all there is to it. And then what happened in the last couple of weeks, because of the intense energies that were coming in of chaos, they had no balance to them. So it really threw you off, and you took a look at, did you want to be here? Did you want to be here? That is what's been coming up in the last couple of weeks. Do you really want to be here? And it's pushing the buttons. It's pushing everything. Do I want to be here? And some of you are afraid to even talk about it. Some of you are afraid to even admit it to yourself. Some of you push the thoughts out when you get them. When it comes in saying, why should I even wake up tomorrow? You push those thoughts away, and you think you're not supposed to have those thoughts. Absolutely, you can have those thoughts. Part of you is feeling that you've been living a lie because you're not being who you really are. Then you say, why should I be here? And then you do these things. I hope you remember some of our conversations we have in the other realms, but you probably don't. You start making a list of all the reasons why you should stay here. Burn it up. Your kids, come on. Because others need you, because you have a few unfulfilled things, because you're just afraid to cross over. Because, dear friends, what if it's been a lie that you think it's been, and then you cross over, and that's really a big lie? Boy, did you screw up. Now what? Now what? And it happens all the time. Not necessarily to you, but it happens all the time. Now what? Come right back down to do it again. So this energy has had this huge push. It's gone to your issue, and it's not doing the work, but what it's doing is it's going right in to the most sensitive, to the most fragile, to that thin cord that you're hanging on to and saying, do you want to be here? And that is a blessing. That is an amazing blessing. I know it doesn't feel so good, but it's an amazing blessing. It's part of destructuring, and it's part of also really encouraging you to go deep within and say, why do you want to be here? Why? Why? It's getting you out of hypnosis is what it's doing. Because you, humans in general, go along day by day, acting out the same, playing the same, doing the same things over and over. And when you come to this grinding situation of saying, why do you want to be here? Why do you want to be here? It's time to get very, very real. In that situation, as David and others could tell you, you cannot lie to yourself. You cannot. You're down on the mat. It's you and only you. I'm not there. The others are not there. We can't be. And in a way, you don't let us be. But you're down on the mat. I'm saying, why do I want to be here right now? You don't have to show your hands, but how many have felt that? Many times, I'm sure, in this lifetime, but right now it's something different. This is getting all the, it is squeezing the machio out of you, just squeezing it out of you, so you can't bullshit yourself anymore, or anyone else. It is wringing it out of you for you to get real. And that's what's been happening, and by the way, will continue to happen for a while. You might as well face it now. Most of you have or are in the midst of it. How to get out of it. We'll get into that in a moment. Secondly, henceforth, always be ready for the unexpected. Always. Linda did not know that we would call upon her for her writing skills. Hannibal did not know that he would be asked to come up to the front and improvise a song. And it's a very good lesson for everyone, because that's the way it's going to be now. In the moment. In the moment. All the planning, all the advanced work that you normally do are going to start going out the door. It's going to happen in the moment. And it's going to take some of you by surprise. There are times you might get flustered. There are times you're going to get a little bit angry, want to know why you didn't have more time to plan this. It'll be in the moment. You may be asked to get up in front of a group of 500 people in the moment. And you're going to feel your little heart go pitter-patter. Suddenly there may be a TV camera in your face for all the world to see, saying, how do you feel about that? It's going to be in the moment. And with our little exercise here, demonstrated that it feels awkward and clumsy in the moment, and it gets very mental in the moment. You try to race backwards to what you knew or what you have experienced. It doesn't work, and then you surrender. And then you surrender, and you just let it out. And you don't care if you mix up the words a little bit, because you'll find maybe better words. I dreamt I was sleeping. Yes. Let me hear you do that.
I dreamt I was sleeping.
Yes, yes. And then it flows from there. So that's what's coming. That's what's, well, actually, that's what's here. Guess what? It's already here.